Mr. Ade was one of the richest men in the city. His cars were top of the line, his house was a sprawling mansion, and his name commanded respect wherever it was mentioned. He was the picture of success. But inside the walls of his own company, a different story was told. People didn't respect him, they feared him. He spoke to his staff with a sharp tongue, ignored friendly greetings from the people who worked for him, and genuinely believed that his bank account was the ultimate proof of his importance. For him, money wasn't just everything, it was the only thing. One afternoon, everything changed. He was on his way to a make-or-break meeting, the kind that could define the future of his empire. Suddenly, his luxury car sputtered to a stop on the side of the road. His driver, sweating with panic, frantically tried to get it started, but it was no use. The clock was ticking, and the crucial meeting was slipping away. After several failed calls for assistance, a man approached their car. His clothes were stained with oil, and his hands were rough and calloused, a roadside mechanic. "Sir, I think I can help," the man said politely. Mr. Ade barely gave him a glance. "Just be quick about it," he snapped, his voice dripping with impatience. The mechanic got to work quietly and efficiently, his skilled hands moving with a purpose that impressed even the anxious driver. He diagnosed and fixed the problem far quicker than anyone expected. When the engine roared back to life, Mr. Ade pulled out a wad of cash, shoved it into the mechanic's hand without making eye contact, and turned to get back in the car. But the mechanic stopped him. "Sir," he said, his voice gentle but firm, "you forgot something." Mr. Ade whipped around, annoyed. "What now?" The mechanic simply smiled. "You forgot to say thank you." Those simple words struck Mr. Ade harder than any business loss ever had. He was speechless. No one had ever dared to correct him like that. He stood there for a long moment, the mechanic's quiet dignity hanging in the air. The meeting that night was a huge success, but Mr. Ade's mind was somewhere else entirely. He couldn't shake the mechanic's words. He started thinking about how many people he walked past every day without truly seeing them. How many times had he spoken without a shred of kindness? The next morning, something inside him had shifted. He walked into his office building and, for the first time, he greeted the security guard by name. He didn't just give orders to his staff, he listened to their ideas. And he started saying, "Thank you," not as a formality, but with genuine sincerity. At first, it felt awkward, like wearing a suit that didn't fit. But soon, it started to feel right. Months passed. His business didn't just grow, it transformed. His employees were no longer motivated by fear, but by a deep, genuine respect. They worked harder, came up with better ideas, and the entire atmosphere of the company changed. Mr. Ade's name became known not just for his immense wealth, but for his outstanding character. It was then that he finally understood the truth. Money can measure your success, yes, but only kindness can measure your true wealth. Because at the end of the day, true wealth isn't about what you own. It's about how you treat others. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more content.